What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Monday, February 27th, 2017, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. The 89th Annual Academy Awards took place Sunday night at the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles. On Hollywood's biggest day of the year, Moonlight claimed the Best Picture win after a shocking turn of events where presenters Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway at first mistakenly read the wrong winner. La La Land won in 6 categories, including for Best Director for Damien Chazelle and Best Actress for Emma Stone. Moonlight claimed 3 wins, including for Breakout star Mahershala Ali in the Best Supporting Actor category. Casey Affleck took home the win for Best Actor for Manchester by the Sea, and Fences star Viola Davis picked up the honor for Best Supporting Actress. Iran's Asghar Farhadi took home the win for Best Foreign Language Film for The Salesman, and Disney's Zootopia nabbed the honor for Best Animated Feature. La La Land had led the night with 14 nominations, tying the record previously set by All About Eve in 1950 and Titanic in 1997. Justin Timberlake kicked off the 89th Annual Academy Awards ceremony by singing and dancing his way into the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles. He performed his Oscar-nominated song Can't Stop the Feeling from the animated movie Trolls, which had the A-list crowd including nominees Meryl Streep, Dev Patel, Charlize Theron, Nicole Kidman, Keith Urban, and Denzel Washington on their feet dancing. When the song was over, Timberlake introduced host Jimmy Kimmel. Kimmel quipped, "Oh good, I got a sitting ovation, awesome," as Timberlake threw him in a microphone which he failed to catch. "Well, I've ruined the Oscars already." Kimmel then told the audience he was excited because this was his first time at the Academy Awards. He teased, "And the way you people go through hosts, it's probably my last time here, so I'm going to enjoy this. This broadcast is being watched live by millions of Americans and around the world in more than 200 countries that now hate us, and I think that's an amazing thing." Kimmel went on to reveal how a lot of people in his life urged him to try and unite the country, which has been divided after a contentious presidential candidate. Or election. He said as the camera panned to a smiling Mel Gibson, "I can't do that. There's only one brave heart in this room, and he's not going to unite us either." Talking about Mel Gibson, the star and director of the classic movie Braveheart, he quipped by saying, "Mel, you look great. I think the Scientology is working." Everyone reaching out to someone they disagree with and engaging in a civil conversation might be one way to heal the division, Kimmel suggested. He said, as the camera went to Matt Damon, who looked sad and hung his head, "Tonight, in the spirit of healing and bringing people together, I like to bury the hatchet with someone I've had issues with. I've known Matt for a long time. I've known Matt so long. When I first met Matt, I was the fat one. True." Kimmel described Damon as typically selfish, but then lauded him for giving up the lead role in Manchester by the Sea to his childhood friend Casey Affleck. Kimmel observed he handed what turned out to be an Oscar-caliber role over to his friend and made a Chinese ponytail movie instead. That movie, The Great Wall, went on to lose $80 million. Smooth move, dumbass. See, it's so easy to reach out and heal. I want to say thank you to President Trump. Remember last year when it seemed like the Oscars were racist? It's gone thanks to him. It's been an amazing year for movies. Black people saved NASA and white people saved jazz. That's what we call progress. Before the ABC telecast started, Kimmel suggested he might take his comedic feud with Damon to the Oscar stage by tweeting a photo of himself watching a monitor showing Damon heading into the event. Kimmel captioned the picture, "Dead man walking the red carpet." Kimmel executed a practical joke at Sunday's Oscar ceremony in Los Angeles. He had a tour bus with about a dozen unsuspecting passengers escorted into Dolby Theater where the star-studded gala was in full swing. The stunned people, casually dressed and with cameras and cell phones ready to snap photos of what turned out to be a non-existent costume exhibit, were invited to shakes and taking selfies with the likes of Emma Stone, Nicole Kidman, Viggo Mortensen, Mahershala Ali, Jeff Bridges, Octavia Spencer, Keith Urban, Ryan Gosling, Jennifer Aniston, and Meryl Streep. Actor-director Denzel Washington gamely pretended to marry an engaged couple, and Aniston even gave the bride a pair of sunglasses from her purse as a wedding gift. Actor and filmmaker Bill Paxton has died at the age of 61, his family confirmed to ABC News Sunday. The Texas native was famous for his work in the films Weird Science, True Lies, Aliens, Titanic, Twister, Apollo 13, and Two Guns. He also appeared in the TV series Big Love, Hatfields and McCoy, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and Training Day. His family said in a statement, "It is with heavy hearts we share the news that Bill Paxton has passed away due to complications from surgery. A loving husband and father, Bill began his career in Hollywood, working on films in the art department, and went on to have an illustrious career spanning 4 decades as a beloved and prolific actor and filmmaker. Bill's passion for the arts was felt by all who knew him, and his warmth and tireless energy was undeniable. We ask to please respect the family's wishes for privacy as they mourn the loss of their adored husband and father." TMZ, which also confirmed the actor's death, said he had been married to Louise Newberry for 30 years and had 2 children. Countless celebrities took to social media Sunday morning to express their shock and grief over the weekend death of Bill Paxton. His fellow character actor Ron Perlman quickly reacted to the news on Twitter, posting a recent photo of them. Perlman tweeted, "This picture was taken 2 months ago. As you can see, Bill was alive as alive can be. Losing him is a gut punch, unprocessable, rest easy be." Tom Hanks said, "Bill Paxton was simply a wonderful man, Hanks." Lou Diamond Phillips wrote, "I am stunned and saddened by the passing of Bill Paxton. I just worked with him recently. A warm and beautiful soul and a talented actor." Gail Ann Hurd offered, "I always knew you were an angel, Bill. Heaven just got a lot more fun with you in residence. Love you always. #RIP, #Bill Paxton." Ralph Macchio wrote, "Saddened by the shocking loss of Bill Paxton, the greatest guy and wonderful actor. His enthusiasm and passion was infectious. See his films." Comedian Paul Reiser wrote, "Just heard the so sad news about my pal, #Bill Paxton. So talented, special, and the sweetest guy you'll ever want to meet. RIP, my friend." Actor-director Ron Howard added, "Crushing, #RIP Bill Paxton, a great talent and spirit. His passion contributed so much to #Apollo 13 and all his work. We'll miss the hell out of you, Bill." And Orlando Jones wrote, "RIP Bill Paxton, a truly lovely man and phenomenal talent who shall be missed. Condolences to friends, family, and fans." And one more passing to report. Retired judge and beloved television personality Joseph A. Wapner has died at his home in Los Angeles. He was 97. Gabriel Wapner, the judge's grandson, confirmed the death to the Washington Post Sunday. The elder Wapner presided over the syndicated series The People's Court from 1981 to 1993. TMZ reported the judge was hospitalized last week with breathing problems. His condition worsened and he returned home Friday under hospice care, dying Sunday morning. He is survived by Mickey, his wife of 70 years. They are parents of 3 children. Former White Zombie frontman Rob Zombie will cameo in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Guardians director James Gunn confirmed Thursday on Instagram that the 52-year-old musician and film director will voice a character in the new Marvel movie. Gunn captioned a photo of himself with the rocker. "There are 2 things you can be sure of in my films. 1, there will be a character named Fizz Gibbon, and 2, there will be a Rob Zombie official voice cameo." He added, "Yesterday Rob came by to lend his voice to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Now it'll be up to you guys to find it. #GotG Volume 2, #Rob Zombie." Zombie voices Unseen Ravager Navigator in the first Guardians of the Galaxy, and also collaborated with Gunn on Slither and Super. The musician had shared the same picture as the director the day previous. He wrote, "With at James Gunn at Disney recording a voice for Guardians of the Galaxy 2, #Rob Zombie, #James Gunn, #Guardians of the Galaxy 2, #God bless Tiny Tim." Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 opens in theaters May 5th. The movie stars Chris Pratt as Star-Lord, Zoe Saldana as Gamora, and Dave Bautista as Drax the Destroyer, with Bradley Cooper and Vin Diesel as the voices of Rocket and Baby Groot. Zombie last released the album The Electric Warlock, Acid Witch, Satanic Orgy, Celebration Dispenser in April. He's known for directing House of a Thousand Corpse, Devil's Reject, and a remake of Halloween. Hugh Jackman has expressed interest in remaining X-Men hero Wolverine if it meant he could star in an Avengers film. The actor said, referencing his decision to leave Wolverine behind following the release of Logan during a new interview with Screen Rant, "If that was on the table when I made my decision, it certainly would have made me pause, that's for sure." He also added, "Because I always loved the idea of him within that dynamic, with the Hulk obviously, with Iron Man, but there's a lot of smarter people with MBAs who can't figure that out. You never know." The X-Men, whose film rights belong to Fox, have yet to cross over with Disney's Marvel Cinematic Universe. Fox recently collaborated with Marvel, however, in releasing television series Legion on FX, which has like connections to the X-Men, opening the door for future collaborations in the future. Logan, which also stars Patrick Stewart as Professor X, featured an aged Wolverine fighting to protect a mysterious girl played by Daphne Keane, who has powers similar to his own. Directed by James Mangold, the film is releasing in theaters March 3rd. Emma Thompson has a heartbreaking reason for skipping the Love Actually reunion. The 57-year-old British actress said in an interview with the Press Association that she didn't join her co-stars in a mini-sequel for Red Nose Day because of Alan Rickman's death. She said, director Richard Curtis wrote to me and said, "Darling, we can't write anything for you because of Alan. No, of course, it would be sad, too sad." She explained, "It's too soon. It's absolutely right because it's supposed to be for comic relief, but there isn't much comic relief in the loss of our dear friend, really only just over a year ago." The star added, "We thought and thought, but it just seemed absolutely wrong. It was the absolute right decision." Thompson played Karen, the wife of Rickman's character Harry, in the 2003 movie. She penned an emotional tribute to Rickman after the die-hard and Harry Potter actor died at the age of 69 in January 2016. The actress wrote at the time, "What I remember most in this moment of painful leave-taking is his humor, intelligence, wisdom, and kindness. His capacity to fell you with a look or lift you with the word." She added, "He was the finest of actors and directors. I couldn't wait to see what he was going to do with his face next. I consider myself hugely privileged to have worked with him so many times and to have been directed by him." Comic Relief has announced this month that several Love Actually stars will reunite for Red Nose Day short. Hugh Grant, Keira Knightley, and Colin Firth, who played David, Juliet, and Jamie, are expected to take part. Mr. T and Simone Biles are reportedly heading to Dancing with the Stars. The 64-year-old A-Team alum and 19-year-old Olympic gold medalist gymnast will appear on season 24 of the ABC reality competition, according to Entertainment Tonight. Sources told the website production has been trying to get Mr. T to do the show for years. He will be a great contestant this season. Biles, who had voiced her interest in the show during an interview with E! News at the Summer Olympics in Rio in August, said at the time that she was hoping to join the series in the spring due to her busy schedule. The star shared, "I would love to do Dancing with the Stars, but so far we have a 3-month tour after this Olympics. I'm not sure if I'll have time." She added, "I would really love to do it in the spring if that's possible." Variety reported that former Olympic figure skater Nancy Kerrigan, season 21 Bachelor Nick Viall, and a member of the pop group Fifth Harmony will also compete on season 24. Returning pros include Maxime Chemerinsky and Peter Murgatroyd, who welcomed their first child in January. Murgatroyd said on Tuesday's episode of Good Morning America, "I'm definitely a little bit nervous, but I'm very excited to get back. I definitely missed the dance floor, and I haven't been able to defend my title with Nal DiMarco, so I want to get back out there." Dancing with the Stars Season 24 will premiere March 20th on ABC, and the cast will be officially announced on March 1st on Good Morning America. Matthew Broderick will star in FX's Katrina, American Crime Story. The 54-year-old actor will play former Federal Emergency Management Agency Director Michael D. Brown in Season 2 of Ryan Murphy's series, according to Deadline. Brown was in charge of the federal disaster response to Hurricane Katrina, which devastated New Orleans and other cities in 2005. Brown resigned as director the same year after he was widely criticized for his handling of the event. Broderick will join actress Annette Bening, who will portray then-Governor of Louisiana Kathleen Blanco. American Crime Story, The People vs. O.J. Simpson alums Sarah Paulson and Sterling K. Brown are also expected to have roles. American Crime Story is an anthology series that covers one major event per season. Season 3, Versace will explore Italian designers Gianni Versace's murder, while Season 4 will recount the Bill Clinton sex scandal. Murphy said of Paulson's role in Season 4 in an interview with E! News this month, "Sarah will be in it, but she won't be playing Hillary." He shared, "That's earmarked for talks with somebody else. We're casting that now. I can't say what Sarah is playing, but it starts shooting at the end of this year." Broderick is known for Ferris Bueller's Day Off and The Producers, and last appeared in Manchester by the Sea. He will next star in Look Away with Chloe Sevigny and Aidan Turner. Netflix has dated the arrival of The Get Down Part 2 alongside a new teaser trailer. The clip released Thursday features clips from the upcoming season, including quick looks at new glitzy performances and the use of a turntable as the show reaches 1978, a year after the events of Season 1. A voiceover proclaims before the April 7th premiere date appears, "Gonna take our music from minor to major league." Set during the forefront of hip-hop, the ensemble cast includes Jimmy Smits, Justice Smith, Shamik Moore, Horizon F. Girardelli, Skyland Brooke, Jaden Smith, T.J. Brown Jr., and Yahya Abdul-Mateen II. The synopsis reads, amidst the backdrop of a bankrupt New York City, ruthless gangsters and money-hungry record label bosses, they discover it's only their creativity and love that will carry them through, and that they're sacrificing everything for their music and each other. Scream Queen star Lea Michele has joined the cast of a new ABC pilot. The 30-year-old actress will join Brandon Michael Hall in a comedy pilot, executive produced by Hamilton star Daveed Diggs, according to Entertainment Weekly. The new pilot will star Hall as an outspoken rapper named Courtney, who runs for office as a publicity stunt but wins. Jeremy Bronson wrote the script with Diggs to executive produce with Jamie Teresi, Scott Stuber, and James Griffins. Details about Michelle's role are unclear, as the part is being adjusted to accommodate the actress, according to the Hollywood Reporter. The character was originally to be Courtney's chief of staff. Fox reportedly released Michelle from her Scream Queens contract so she could take on the project. The Ryan Murphy series completed a second season in December and is yet to be renewed for a third season. Michelle is best known for playing Rachel Berry on the Fox series Glee and portrayed Hester Ulrich on Scream Queens. She will also appear on the Hulu series Dimension 404 and release a new album, Places, this year. The star said of the record in an interview with Billboard in January, the process was so much personal than the last one. History Channel says it has ordered a 10-episode second season of Six, the military drama created by the father and son duo William and David Broyles. Jenna Bennett, the network's president and general manager, announced the renewal Thursday. Production is to resume this summer. Bennett said in a statement, Six is a captivating drama series that embraces our recent history while being immensely relevant in the climate of today's culture. It has struck a genuine chord with our audiences, and we're proud to continue to tell the courageous stories, both on and off the battlefield, of the complex lives of this elite military group. The 8-episode first season wraps up March 8th. It stars Walton Goggins, Cal Schmidt, and Juan Pablo Raba. The fifth and final season of Ripper's Street is to debut on BBC America on March 8th. Co-starring Matthew McFadden, Jerome Flynn, Maya Anna Burling, Killian Scott, and Jonas Armstrong. The police drama is set in 19th century London. The cable network said in a press release, the powerful closing chapter picks up the mere days after the grisly death of Detective Inspector Bennett Drake, which reunites his old friends Detective Inspector Edmund Reed, Sergeant Captain Homer Jackson, and Long Susan Hart to bring his murderer to justice. Last season introduced a new serial killer plaguing the streets of Whitechapel. Convinced that the murderer's cannibalistic crimes were being covered up by another party, D.I. Reed and D.I. Drake's investigation pointed to a trail of corruption that led them right to the heart of Scotland Yard, specifically Assistant Commissioner Augustus Dove and his bestial brother Nathaniel Dove. During an attempt to bring down the Dove brothers, D.I. Drake lost his life to serial killer Nathaniel, forcing D.I. Reed, CPT Jackson, and Long Susan on the run, now finding themselves on the other side of the law. Revealing the truth about the unlawful siblings is not an easy task. CBS has canceled Katherine Heigl's new legal drama Doubt after only 2 episodes. Co-creator Tony Phelan tweeted on Friday, "Hey Doubt fans, as I'm sure you've heard, CBS just canceled the show. Thank you all for your support and your enthusiasm." He added, "We couldn't be more proud of the 13 great episodes of #Doubt we made and are looking for a way for you to see them and finish the journey you started with those amazing characters. Believe me, the twists and turns of the 13 eps will be worth the wait." TV Guide said a rerun of Bull is to air in its place Wednesday. The new season of Criminal Minds Beyond Borders will take over the time slot the following week. It is unclear when or if the other 11 episodes that are already produced will be shown on the network. Cancellation followed low ratings and lukewarm reviews from critics. Showtime says it is planning a Twin Peaks immersive experience as part of the South by Southwest Conference and Festival in Austin, Texas. Highlights will include an appearance by Twin Peaks icon Kyle MacLachlan, 2 days of live music inspired by the mystery drama, and themed drinks, merchandise, and a photo booth. Open to the SXSW badge holders, the atmospheric event is to take place March 16th through the 17th at the Showtime House adjacent to the Clive Bar on Rainey Street. The cable network said in the press release, Showtime is giving fans the opportunity to stop by the Double R Diner pop-up shop, offering a limited quantity of local Austin treats, including free high-brew coffee and tiny pie cherry pies. The Double R Diner will open its doors at noon on March 16th. Additionally, Voodoo Donut is creating a limited collection of the Twin Peaks-inspired donuts. The festivities are a time to promote the revival of Twin Peaks, which is to debut on Showtime on May 21st. Directed by David Lynch, the 18-part limited series picks up 25 years after a northwestern town was rocked by the murder of homecoming queen Laura Palmer. The original show ran from 1990 to 1991 and was followed by the 1992 film Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me. Several of McLaughlin's co-stars, including Caroline Figg, Peggy Lipton, Cheryl Lee, and Russ Tamblyn, are also returning for the reboot. Among the Twin Peaks newcomers are Laura Dern, Naomi Watts, Harry Dean Stanton, and Ashley Judd. Kailyn Lowry is going to be a mom of three. The 24-year-old Teen Mom 2 star confirmed in a blog post on her website Friday that she's pregnant and expecting her third child in the summer. Lowry wrote, "I am pregnant. I'm sad that I should have known that people in my life would sell me out before I was ready. Like any other normal person, I want it to be a happy time. I want this to be a private time so I could be excited while not getting chased by paparazzi and bothered with crazy headlines." She also explained, "Please note this was a choice I made. I already know some won't agree, but I've been showered with support by the ones I've loved since I found out. Why did I wait? I have a lot of health complications leading up to this pregnancy, and I was not ready to release such private information on my own just yet, being that I am so high risk with this pregnancy." The star acknowledged, "Of course, I was filmed on the show saying I didn't want any more kids, but I'm pregnant again. When I started thinking long and hard, I knew I wanted more. That was the choice I made." Lowry is also mom to 7-year-old son Isaac with ex-boyfriend Joe Rivera and 3-year-old son Lincoln with ex-husband Javi Marquand, and has yet to announce her new baby's father. She followed up on Instagram by posting a photo of her sonogram. The star wrote to her 2.8 million followers, "Thanks for all the love and support on my blog post and for all your comments." Paula Patton says Robin Thicke tampered with evidence as the former couple battle for custody of their 6-year-old son Julian. In court documents obtained by People magazine, Patton states that Thicke, quote, willfully, intentionally, and wrongfully fabricated a court order specifically custodial timeshare of the couple's minor child. The actress also detailed how Thicke threatened to have Paula arrested for kidnapping premise upon the false and fraudulent court order in January before Patton was awarded sole legal and physical custody until Friday's hearing. Separate allegations include Patton stating that Thicke engaged in conduct specifically designed to influence the outcome of the DCFS investigation. According to Patton, the singer took a DCFS worker out for an expensive dinner while the DCFS was actively investigating allegations of abuse perpetrated by Mr. Thicke. Patton had previously accused Thicke of domestic abuse as part of their ongoing custody battle, listing a number of incidents in which she says he attacked her and saying that their son's school had contacted child services after Julian told the principal and the schools meditated that his father had hurt him. Thicke has denied any wrongdoing. According to a source speaking with E! News, however, the DCFS agents were only present at Restaurant Nubu to observe Thicke as he spent time with Julian. The source said everything went well and was fine, noting that they only ordered water. They only observed their visit. Patton and Thicke finalized their divorce in March of 2015. They had announced their separation in February of 2014 after 20 years together and 9 years as a married couple. The Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus began its final run of shows Thursday in New York City at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Known as the greatest show on earth, the final performance is set for May 21st at the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Uniondale, New York. Shows will be taking place at the Barclays Center until March 3rd. The Brooklyn show was met by animal activists outside the arena, according to New York One News. Jill Carnegie of Vegans of New York says we still need the public to realize that they are not only the circus, that is using and exploiting animals for entertainment and normalizing abuse of their children. One circus attendee says, "I think we should be allowed to enjoy our time and our money that we spent with our families for the last time." And they won. So as far as I'm concerned, they should simmer down and take the W and walk away quietly so we can enjoy our evening. After running for 146 years, Field Entertainment Inc., the parent company of Ringling Bros, decided to wrap up the traveling show due to high production costs and a decline in ticket sales after they phased out the use of elephants amid pressures from animal rights activists. Field Entertainment said in a statement in January, following the transition of the elephants off the circus, the company saw a decline in ticket sales greater than that could have been anticipated. Added Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Field Entertainment, Kenneth Feld, said, "We are grateful to the hundreds of millions of fans who have experienced Ringling Brothers over the years. Between now and May, we will give them one last chance to experience the joy and wonder of the Ringling Brothers." Music superstar Bruno Mars will be presented with the 2017 iHeartRadio Innovator Award in Los Angeles next month. The iHeartRadio Music Awards ceremony at the Forum is scheduled to be televised March 5th on TBS, TNT, and True TV. John Sykes, the president of Entertainment Enterprise for iHeartMedia, said in a statement, "We're proud to have Bruno join Pharrell Williams, Justin Timberlake, and U2 in the elite group of the iHeartRadio Innovators. From the start of his career, Bruno has been fearless in his approach to all things creative. This award was made for him." Tom Perlman, the president of the National Programming Group for iHeartMedia, says Bruno Mars has raised the bar for both performers and musicians worldwide. Not only does he have an incredible passion for his craft, but he has the talent to back it up. Bruno has reinvented music, pop culture, and we are honored to present him with one of the most prominent awards of the evening. Mars remarked, "I'm incredibly honored to be presented with this year's iHeartRadio Innovator Award. I'm excited to take the stage for the first time at the annual iHeartRadio Music Awards." John Mayer says he doesn't think he'd find love on The Bachelor. The 39-year-old singer and guitarist explained why he wouldn't be a good pick for the ABC reality competition while discussing his love of the series on Friday's episode of The Ellen DeGeneres Show. Mayer said of season 21 with Nick Viall, "I watched the first couple. I love the show, but it's too much time to ask of me. 2 hours is a lot of buy-in time." He joked, "I'll pay $50 if you just show me the entire season in 30 minutes. Just get me the helicopters, get me the girls crying on the helicopters. If you get tears in flight on The Bachelor, that is prime stuff." He also added, "I think it'd be really fun to be The Bachelor," qualifying by saying, "I don't think that I would find love there unless they would change this sort of vetting process for who would become the contestants. I think it'd be one of the low-rated shows." Mayer, who has dated Jennifer Aniston, Katy Perry, and Taylor Swift, later confirmed he's single. The singer is instead focusing on his music and will release a new album, The Search for Everything, in the spring. He recently told Rolling Stones it's beyond a breakup record. "It's about my impression of loss. It's about the ghost in the room. Proudly it is, as my therapist says, a study into the metaphysics of absent love." The star shared, "I actually, for the first time in my life, believe I recorded exactly what I was feeling," confessing he felt a deep sadness following his split from Perry. "It was the only time in my life that sadness was like a lucid dream. Like, oh, I am here. I got no business trying to get out of this because it won't work." Mayer last released the album Paradise Valley in 2013, which debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200 album charts. The record included the singles Paper Doll, Wildfire, and Who You Love. Jordan Peele's comedy horror film Get Out is the #1 movie in North America, earning $30.5 million in receipts. BoxOfficeMojo.com announced Sunday. Coming in at number 2 is the Lego Batman movie with $19 million, followed by John Wick Chapter 2 at number 3 with $9 million, The Great Wall at number 4 with $8.7 million, and 50 Shades Darker at number 5 with $7.7 million. Rounding out the top tier are Fist Fight at number 6 with $6.4 million, Hidden Figures at number 7 with $5.9 million, La La Land number 8 with $4.6 million, Split at number 9 with $4.1 million, and Lion at number 10 with $3.8 million. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1936, Shirley Temple receives a new contract from 20th Century Fox that will pay the 7-year-old star $50,000 per film. Temple was born in 1928 in Santa Monica, California, and started appearing in a series of short films spoofing current movies called Baby Burlesque at the age of 4. At age 6, she attracted attention with her complex song and dance number, Baby Take a Bow, performed with James Dunn in the 1934 movie Stand Up and Cheer. Based on the film's success, 20th Century Fox signed Little Shirley to a 7-year contract. She would appear in a string of films that year and the next, including Little Miss Marker, Change of Heart, and Bright Eyes, which featured one of her most famous songs, the bouncy tune on the good ship Lollipop and Curly Top. At the height of the Great Depression, Temple's films provided a cheery alternative universe for audiences suffering the effects of widespread unemployment and general economic hardship. Knowing they had a cash cow on their hands, 20th Century Fox refined the terms of Temple's contract in 1936, paying her the unprecedented sum of $50,000 per picture. They also famously altered the year of her birth certificate, making it appear that she was a year younger in order to prolong her adorable child star status. By 1938, Temple was the #1 box office draw in America. The public loved her, and she routinely upstaged her adult contemporaries on the big screen. Over the course of the 1930s, the box office success of her more than 40 films, including Poor Little Rich Girl, Wee Willie Winkie, Heidi, and Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm, went a long way towards helping Fox weather the Depression. Temple's career began to peter out in her teenage years, however, and her latter films met with less and less success with audiences. In 1950, she retired from movies, though she narrated the television series Shirley Temple's Storybook from 1957 to 1959. Also in 1950, she married naval officer Charles Black. She changed her name to Shirley Temple Black. She had been previously married to Jack Agar. They wed when she was 17 years old and divorced after having one child, Linda. With Black, she had 2 more children, Charles Jr. and Laurel. Some 20 years later, after retiring from Hollywood, Temple Black launched a political career running as the Republican candidate for a congressional seat in San Mateo, California in 1967, and coming in second of 14 candidates. The following year, President Richard Nixon appointed her as an ambassador to the United Nations. She worked for the State Department in the United States and overseas for more than 2 decades. She was the first woman to ever serve as Chief of Protocol, a post she held for 11 years under President Gerald R. Ford, and President George H.W. Bush named her ambassador to Czechoslovakia in 1989. By the end of her term in 1993, it had become the Czech Republic. Temple Black published her autobiography, Child Star, in 1988. She served on the Institute International Study. The former child star also became a spokesperson for breast cancer awareness after she discovered a malignant lump in her breast in 1972 and underwent a simple mastectomy. In 1999, at an event hosted by then-President Bill Clinton and his wife Hillary, Temple Black received a medal from the Kennedy Center for Life Achievements to the United States and the world. She died in 2014. And that is your entertainment report for Monday, February 27th, 2017. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.